What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Black Myth Wukong, working towards the Platinum Trophy. I don't have much of an idea exactly how much longer I have to go, other than I know that I need to get through most of New Game Plus, if not all of it, but we shall see. Just working through it brick by brick. And we shall, at some point in time, emerge victorious. Let me pop out the chat real quick. Okay, so I got to take stock of my armor because there's a trophy for all armor. So I'm going to do that before I do anything else and see if there's anything else that I need to pick up in base new game before moving on to New Game Plus. It's kind of what we're doing now, is mopping up base new game, make sure we're prepared for New Game Plus. We're not going to hinder ourselves in any way. So, Muid, good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream.
Armor and arms. Just ask and there you are.
All right, so armor. All right, let's see. I got to consult. Golden Fangtail Crown. Well, I guess this doesn't tell me what I can. That only tells me what I can craft. It doesn't tell me what I have in stock. Okay. The Golden Fangtail Crown. Bull King's Mask. I need that. Iceberg, how's it going? Loved your walkthrough of Dark Souls 1, moving on to Dark Souls 2 after that. Very nice, man. Hope you enjoy. How have I been? I've been good, man. Pretty solid day today. Have tomorrow off of work, which is nice. Hope y'all are doing well. Good to see you, AJ. Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight, man? All right, Golden Mask of Fury. I need that as well. Pilgrim's Headband, definitely have that. Folk Opera Mask. Don't have that. I'm just going to make note of these. Can I can probably just craft a lot of this stuff. If I don't have it, I'm going to see if I can craft it. Wow.
What's fair to the eye may prove foul.
First one I need is Bull King's Mask. Okay, I can do that pretty easily. Golden Mask of Fury. Okay. Folk Opera Mask. Not necessary for the trophy. Okay. Yaksha.
If you mean.
Yaksha Mask of Outrage. Okay, need that.
Sharper blades. Seek me here. Back so soon. Give it here. I'll get to pounding. Now you.
Okay. Iron Horned Helm. Okay, I need to get that. Centipede Hat of Transcendence. That. Non-pure Broken Mask. That. Monastic Insect Hat. That Earth Spirit Cap. All right, I have that. So we'll stop there for now.
Seem a proper sort. Be on your way.
The Iron Horned Helm.
The best gear for the best patron. It suits you well.
Centipede Hat of Transcendence.
You have the look. But can you prove your mettle? A fine garment obscures the heart lying beneath. You need good wares, as the butters need their guilds.
Does this tell me if I have it in my inventory? Because this will make it go by much quicker if I do. Owned, yeah. Okay, yeah.
The best gear for the best patron. It suits you well.
Insufficient materials. Oh, I don't have enough will. That's a shame. How much do I need to craft that? 1800? I can do that real quick.
Master of arms stays firm. Go.
Can I sell stuff just to get will? I think I can. I could have sold it at his shop. I was stupid not to. Oh well. Store, sell. That's more than enough. Congrats on finishing the Night Rain walkthrough. Great job as always. Helped me a lot. Awesome, man. Yeah, it feels good, man, to be done with that. For sure. It took way longer than it should have. And honestly, most of that was just me being lazy, unfortunately. But it feels good to have it under my belt, for sure. Rinka, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Good evening. Congrats again. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well tonight. All right. Craft armor. And then there was this one that I needed. Where was it?
You need good wares, as the butters need their guilds.
So now let us check my equipment. I don't want that equipped. I accidentally equipped it. Did not mean for that to happen. Okay. I got a lot of crap now. Okay, so Iron Horned Helm. I think I have that. Yep. Centipede Hat of Transcendence. Non-pure Broken Mask. Monastic Insect Hat. Golden Mask of Fear. Okay, I already got that. Earth Spirit Cap. That looks funky. Skull of Turtle Treasure. Got that. Locust Antenna. See No Evil. Gale Guard Beast. Bronze Monkey. Snout. Gray Wolf. And Gold Fangtail Crown. From the shrine, turn left 9 degrees, you'll see a mountain at the end of the path. Fly on the cloud. Oh, this is secret. Okay, yeah, I gotta get that. And then I think after that I have all of the headgear. Just gonna double check. Golden Mask of Fury. Pilgrim's Headband. Folk Opera Mask. Do I not have that? Folk Opera Mask. Oh, that's deluxe edition. Doesn't count towards the trophy. Yaksha Massive Outrage. Iron Horned Helm. Centipede Hat of Transcendence. Non-pure. Monastic. Insect. Earth's spirit cap. Skull of turtle treasure. Locust antenna. See no evil. Gilgard beast. Bronze monkey. Snout. Grey wolf. Does it have the lion head of opulence listed here? Does not have the lion head of opulence. Weird, but I do have it. Okay. Huh. Maybe that's a secret thing. Okay, so there is this one. It is the same name, but not the same armor, so you actually have to get both of them. So I shall head back here. Verdant Path.
Like
From the shrine, turn left 90 degrees and you'll see a mountain at the end of the path. Fly on the cloud, land on the mountain. I believe the lion head was something of a Chinese New Year celebration given to everyone. Okay, that makes sense. Baked your first apple strudel today and it turned out great. Love to hear it. So you're on cloud 9. Very nice. That's awesome. There's a turn left 90 degrees. Guess is that. Is that it? No, that's not it. Looking for a mountain with a chest on it. Is that it? No. Small golden chest. I'm just going to watch the video. That was probably too high up. Ouch. My bad. Oh, it's like way the opposite direction. This away. It's like over here somewhere. Where is it now? There it is. Very well hidden. Never would have found it otherwise. Each new Great Sage's talent awakened increases the defense of this armor set. It is less defense starting off, but I'm guessing it'll power up to be much higher, but I like having the effect of this on though. Okay. So I have all the headgear. Now it is time to consider body armor. What I don't have a lot of will. That's my problem. We need to sell some stuff. I did have a lot of will, and then I spent it all. All right. See what I can sell.
The eye.
I mean, really, I don't think there's any benefit to having this on me at all. So we'll start with that. Wise to accept them all. Okay, I'm not going to sell them. Maybe it can be exchanged for something valuable. Okay, so I'm not going to sell it.
May prove foul to handle.
All right, so body armor. Vulture's Eye armor. Bull King Shan Wen. All right, I need that. Embroidered shirt of outrage. Need that. Iron tough armor. Centipede. Venomous sting. Non-pure armor of coiling. Golden embroidered shirt. Got almost nothing. Long scale battle robe. Folk opera. Yin Yang Taoist robe. Oh, I have that one. Okay. I got a lot of crap to buy here.
Back so soon. Give it.
Embroidered shirt of outrage. Iron tough armor. Speed queen. Venomous sting. Insufficient materials. I need fine gold thread. A lot of it.
Yeah,
can I buy it?
I'll get to pounding.
I can. But now I'm broke. And I can't craft anything when I'm broke. Yeah, so there's nothing left for me to sell. Because I don't want to potentially need that for something else. Okay, so we're just going to have to... Do a lot of that New Game Plus. That's cool. All right, is there anything that I need to like watch out for in New Game Plus? Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, there's only one that's missable. What's the best way to farm Will? $10K per minute. That'll work. Okay, so best farming location. Thing is I don't want stuff to be gated behind beating certain bosses and then like it resets in New Game Plus. I don't know if it does or not, but if it does, I don't want to have to like go out of my way to beat certain bosses just to have the right to purchase certain armor again. So I want to get all of it. Okay. Place. Far away. Okay, I remember that spot. That's very easy. Yep. 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 And how do you... That's insane. I love it. Wow. All right, so I'm doing this for like 10 minutes. It's super effective. What's up, Envy? How you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well with you, my friend. That's hilarious. So I hear Dark Souls 3 is coming soon. Yes, sir. The funny thing is, though, is I've heard rumors of a Dark Souls 3 remastered coming out. And that would be really funny if I do this Dark Souls 3 walkthrough and then shortly thereafter a remaster is announced. I would laugh hysterically and cry at the same time. And then do another walkthrough for Dark Souls 3 remastered. Dark Souls 3 Remastered, why the game already looks good? I mean, yes. But also 4K, I guess. And potentially frame rates higher than 60 FPS. I mean, the game is, what, like 10 years old? Putting off playing Dark Souls 3 to your playthrough, you're about the only guide I trust. Very nice. Well, I'm glad you find me as a trustworthy guide through treacherous gaming experiences. Looks good for being 10 years old, yeah. I mean, what I'll say is From Software has a knack for designing worlds that are incredibly aesthetically pleasing and well designed. But like their technical prowess lags behind other developers. Which for me, I'm perfectly fine with that. I couldn't care less about, oh, it only runs at 60 FPS instead of 240 FPS. Or like, I don't give a crap about that. Is the game fun? Overwhelmingly, yes, it is fun. Yes, it is one of the best games ever made. So if it isn't, if the lighting and the textures and the ray tracing and blah, 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 blah isn't as sophisticated as some other shiny game over there that looks wonderful but really isn't all that fun to play, and the story isn't that great, and yet I'm forced to watch 20 hours of cutscenes for the story that's not so great, I will take the From Software game every single time without hesitation. Because what got me into gaming in the first place? Was it the shiny this or that or whatever? No, it was Mario. It was fun. I jumped on Goomba heads and it was fun. And I liked flying with my raccoon suit. I like shooting fireballs. It was fun. That's why I play games. I don't play games to watch a C-list movie. I have no idea what my total will is at because it, for whatever reason, doesn't show me what my total will is. I'm sure if I went here, okay, 38K. We'll do this for a little while longer, I suppose. I think I can just buy, I can craft the armor from the shrine. Like I don't have to go back to the Yin Tiger guy. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I can just craft it from here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I don't want to equip it. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. Oops, no, do your move. Thank you. I do have pieces of gold I can sell as well. Oh, that's not a shrine. So I want to equip my regular. I accidentally equipped. There we go. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Did y'all have a good weekend? Are y'all off of school and or work tomorrow? Tomorrow is Columbus Day in the US of A. My kids are off of school, and so I took off of work. Oh gosh, my top 5 or top 10 games. Oof. Ocarina of Time is in there. Bloodborne's in there. Elden Ring's in there. Mario 3, Mario 64. What, is that 5 or 6? Let's see. Ocarina of Time, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Mario 3, Mario 64, that's 5. Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7. I'll add in Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Resident Evil 4. It's 9. What would take number 10? Chrono Trigger. You got work? Your weekend's been good? Very nice. They took off work implies you made the layoff cut. Yes, indeed, I did. I did not get fired. I did not get laid off. I'm still gainfully employed. My team is effectively cut in half right now, which is a lot to deal with. But I'm alive to tell the tale, and that's all that matters. And my family's not gonna starve. So for that, I am extremely grateful. Yay to not starving. Yes, very much yay to not starving. Yes. And my wife and kids also say yay to not starving. My former company is currently doing layoffs as well. They cut 50%. Holy smokes, of one of the offices, and it's so rough for everyone. Oh, believe me, I can relate. I mean, fortunately for my company, it wasn't 50. I mean, it was like 20 to 30-ish%, which is still a lot. Don't get me wrong. And unfortunately, I mean, there are people that I knew and worked with who were casualties. And it's ugly. And it's fun for precisely nobody. And it's quite frustrating in a lot of ways because, like, these decisions are made at the upper management level who are often disconnected from, like, people who are in the trenches, right? And they think they have these grand ideas of how things are going to work perfectly, but really it's just like it's not. It's a little bit detached from, like, the day-to-day reality of most people's jobs. So, you know, you got to find a way to fit a square peg into a round hole in some regards. But as I said, it beats the alternative of starving. Yes, 100% beats that alternative. So I take it it's your former company, so you're not currently going through that, which is good for yourself. Happy for you. Hope things go continuously well for you. Thank you so much, Mood. Appreciate that. Appreciate it very much. That's great news. I'm sorry for the other members of your team, but I'm happy you made the cut. Absolutely. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Fortunately, most of the people on my team who are no longer at the company voluntarily retired. They took it as an opportunity to retire and still get the severance package. But there was one person, unfortunately, who was not retiring, who was just let go because my boss's boss just it's one of them things where, like, he wasn't that he wasn't smart or he wasn't good. It was just my boss's boss didn't like him, and so, you know. Fortunately, I mean, he was probably, if I had to guess, late 50s to early 60s, and had a ton of tenure with the company. So he probably gets like a year or so long severance package. And he probably could retire. He wasn't planning on retiring right now, but he probably could. But yeah, he'll be paid for about a year. Okay, I'm getting an error. YouTube is not. I think some frames may have been dropped here. I apologize for that. Hopefully it straightens up. Accountability for performance should start at the top, not the bottom, like in sports. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like most of the upper echelon folks are still like in none of their jobs are at risk, right? And so it's like a lot of the reason why, like, the company wasn't being, they keep saying we're not as competitive as we like to be. That's their jargon, is we're not as competitive. We'd like to be more competitive. Well, like, a lot of the things that are kind of a drag on performance right now are like upper level leadership type issues, not like, hey, so-and-so in accounting's not doing his job. Like, and so, yeah, as I mentioned, there's a big disconnect. But anyway, I'm just a guy. I'm not in charge of anything. Well, I'm in charge of certain things. I'm in charge of things. I'm not in charge of people. I should put it that way. Had the same issue, so frustrating. Yeah, it's just the corporate life. It's just corporate America, basically, or corporate. I mean, it's probably like, it's not just an American issue. It's corporate wherever you live, whatever country you're in. But it's just the rat race, man. No layoff worries for me, thank goodness. Well, that's good to hear. Glad to hear that for sure. All right, well, I'm gonna sell all of my trinkets. I've got many of them. Not worth very much though, but that's fine. And I'm gonna craft some more armor here. Here we go. Owned. Do I own all of it? I own all of it. All right, time to do insufficient materials. I'm going to craft whatever I can then. Me running low on fine gold thread here. I'm out of fine gold thread. Not good. Can I purchase more? Can I buy it at the store? I can get 2 of them. Just gonna buy all this crap. Why not? So I own all this. Own all this. Oh, I'll need a lot of that crap. Holy smokes. Okay, got all this except for that I have like none of the stuff for. Everywhere, bro, it's all the same. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, because like I work for a pretty big company and like I work with folks from London. I work with folks from Buenos Aires. I work with folks from Singapore. Everybody was subject to the layoff, so. I'm poor again. You require more minerals. I didn't rest. My bad. Whoops. In the sector I'm in with AI, most jobs are going and being offloaded for better efficiency. Yes, AI, man, that's the game changer in today's world. Yep. And going back to my boss's boss, like, she's like, you need to justify why your job can't just be done by an AI. So I was like, okay. We can have an AI send a bunch of emails. What do you do? I'm like, well, it's very Office Spacey. I'll tell you what I do. I'm good at dealing with people. I got lots of silk, man. I got silk for days. My main thing is like, okay, so let's say all these companies replace all these jobs with AI. Everything's hunky-dory. They got machines doing all the work. Blah, 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 blah. Everything's a well-oiled machine and works perfectly. Well, then what? Nobody has a job. Therefore, nobody has any money to buy the crap these companies are selling. Okay, that's a problem. So in other words, I really need this YouTube I really need this YouTube channel to work, guys. I really need this YouTube thing to pull through for me. Please. What's up, Black Magic VV? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Nice username, by the way, also. Man, you're the GOAT. Your guides have been a godsend. Finally got 100% on every single Souls game today. All thanks to your guides. Will always recommend you to any Souls player. Wow. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate that. That is awesome. I'm glad you found my guides to be useful to you. And I very much appreciate you spreading the word as well. Thank you very much. That is very high praise and very much appreciated. Very kind of you, sir. And thank you for stopping by tonight, man. Hope all is well with you. I think the tiger guy sells the gold thread unless I purchased all of it. Maybe there's other merchants that I could buy it from. Maybe. I don't know. So every single Souls game, man. Nice. That is quite the monumental achievement also. Very few can say such a thing, and you are among them. If I might ask, what did you do for Dark Souls 3? Because that's the only one I don't have a walkthrough for yet. Seems like the bottleneck for AI is going to be energy production. Electricity prices are skyrocketing, only going to get worse. AI gets mashed into everyday life. Yeah, well, a lot of companies now are getting like dedicated off of the power grid sources. So like they're hiring big energy companies to produce like for their gigantic data center, like produce a standalone power generation facility that services nothing but their data center. So they have all of their power needs met and it's off the grid and they're paying that company, the energy company, directly for that purpose. So I think that's how they're going to do it. And of course that's going to drive demand up for energy. But you know, as long as energy companies are doing these deals to build the standalone facilities, like that's easy money for them. But the question is will that drive up the price for everybody else? Not super sure about that. Like if they were just drawing power from the grid, then yes, that would be a big problem. But since a lot of them are constructing these standalone facilities, like it's not drawing just directly from the grid, I don't think it's going to have as big of an impact, if much at all, on like consumer prices per se. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, but I could be wrong. Don't worry, bro. You got my full support on the YouTube journey. Well, I appreciate you, Muid. Really appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Finished Sekiro today. Awesome, man. Yeah, Sekiro is really tough. It's real tough, but it's a lot of fun. Dark Souls 3 I fought along with my buddy NJ Souls God. Okay, I've never heard of him. I'll have to take note. Very cool. I'll have to check him out. You can recommend it on his channel here and there as well. Okay, wow. Very cool. Yeah, I'll have to check him out. Thank you for sharing that information. The main issue is with AI agents as they are right now. They cannot replace humans and do their work efficiently. However, to get to the point of the agents have the capability, they require more power. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like people laugh at AI now and it's like, oh, haha, I can tell that's an AI picture. Like, haha, that dude, he's got 6 toes on his left foot. Haha, AI is so dumb. Like what they don't realize is that the worst it will ever be is right now. It's only going to get better from here and only going to get more convincing from here. Only going to become more sophisticated. And you laugh now, but you won't be laughing later. Like, imagine what the internet was like back in 1992. And that's AI right now. And as you said, it's an issue of scale. So it's a matter of like how can these AI companies scale up and increase their capacity? But if you think about like Moore's law and the idea that computing power doubles roughly every 2 to 3 years in every single conceivable facet, like, it's pretty wild to think about what the world's going to be like even just 5 years from now. Like ChatGPT just first went live to the general public, what, in like November of 2022? And even that, it went from that to, I think now it can pass the bar exam. Like, that's pretty insane. And there's this curve made by this guy named Kurzweil, I think his name was. Let me look this up. Yes. Here we go. Accelerating the pace of change. And so it starts at like the early 1900s when the first like very primitive computers were built using like vacuum tubes and stuff. And it measures like the computing power of one individual machine over time. And so it went from let's see. So it ranks them by calculations per second per $1,000. And so, so for it to go from 0.00001 in, we'll call it 1910, from 0.00001 calculation per second per $1,000 to 1 calculation per second per $1,000, which was, by the way, so we're talking from 1910 to about 1950 is how long it went from 0.0001 to 1. Okay. So that's still a magnitude of what, like 10,000 from 1910 to 1950. Well, from 1950 to 1990, 1910 to 1950 goes 0.00001 to 1. Well, from 1950 to 1990, it goes from 1 to 100,000. Okay. And then from 1990 to 2011, it goes from 100,000 to 10 billion. Okay. And we're talking calculations per second per $1,000 spent. Okay. So we're talking 0.00001 in 1910 to 10 billion in 20. That's not even 2011. That's like 2005. And so at that point, if you're equating it to something in the real world, that's about the brain computing power of a mouse, roughly, of like mice, like real living mice, like a mouse. And then the projection is by 2025, which is where we're at now. And this was released in this graph was released in 2011, by the way. The projection is in 2025 that you're going to be at 10 to the 15th power. So we went from 0.00001 to 1 to 100,000 in 1990 to 10 billion by 2005 to 10 to the 15 in 2025-ish, which is roughly, so in 2011-ish, we got to the brain power of a mouse. In 2025, we're at the brain power of a human. So we went from a mouse to a human in 20 years. To 2045, the projection is 10 to the 26. That's 10 with 26 zeros at the end of it. So we went from 0.00001 to 1 to 100,000 to 10 billion to 10 to the 15 to 10 to the 26 by 2045. That's an unimaginably huge number, by the way. And that is surpasses the brain power equivalent to that of all human brains combined. Okay? That's the trajectory we're on. That's pretty freaking insane. That's like unfathomably insane, by the way. And so the thinking is it's followed this curve since the invention of the computer. And people have been saying it's going to stop for decades, and it has never stopped. Like, that rate of change has held since 1900. Think about it. That's insane. And so if that rate of change continues, that's the trajectory we're on. And that rate of change has shown no signs of slowing down. So I think, as Muid says, like, I know we're way off track of the video game here, but like, as Muid said, like, the thing that's going, the only thing that could slow it down is you run into some sort of physical constraint, like energy, for example. But as I said, these companies are thinking ahead, and they are building, they're contracting with major energy companies to build their dedicated power generating off the grid facilities for their AI data centers. So it's like, you think about that, it's like, what is the actual limiting capacity? Who the heck knows, man? That's crazy to think about. So, yep, this is the type of crap I think about in my spare time. If you all ever wanted any insight to the inner workings of my crazy brain. So, yep. Unironically, the more capable AI agents will become, the higher the prices the AI companies will sell their service for. So those companies are offloading workforce to save money, will lose more. Yeah, that is ironic. As I said, like, who's going to buy the crap that the companies are selling that replace their entire workforce with AI, or a significant chunk of their workforce with AI? Like, who's going to buy the crap now? Who can afford any of it? Because we all got fired. We don't have money anymore. So, yeah. Very crazy. And for the record, like, if we had stalled out in like 1996, I'd be perfectly okay with that. Like, if I could snap my fingers and we go back to like 1996's internet and computers and video games and whatever other technology we had available to us at the time, DVDs and 480p big screen TVs and whatever, and that was the best it would ever get, I'd be perfectly happy with that. No smartphones, no 24/7 surveillance over every little thing that you do, monitored by every big data company, sold to every marketing firm, blah, 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 blah. If we could go back to a time that existed before all that, easy, I would do it without even thinking about it. No question. Yeah, that's scary. I mean, it is what it is. We're on the train, and we're along for the ride here, guys. So might as well make the most of it. And if we all become batteries for our AI overlords in the Matrix someday, well, you know. It's our destiny. Just read an academic paper on superintelligence. The projections that are being made are insane. Yeah. And that's the thing is they're insane, but they're not unrealistic. Like it's not sci-fi anymore, right? And that's the crazy part is it's not sci-fi anymore. I miss the things before social media. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. It's only going to get worse. I mean, yeah, I try to... I mean, I'm saying some things that are alarming, like on its face, yeah. But at the same time, I'm not a doomsdayer about it personally. I see how it could go that track, but I'm not necessarily a doomsdayer when it comes to AI. And, you know, I mean, I don't often talk, I don't often, like, as long as we're kind of in a philosophical discussion right now, as I'm mindlessly farming for runes, we might as well talk about stuff that's interesting, right? So, I mean, I don't often go into this realm. I mean, I don't really often talk about like politics or religion, stuff like that. But like, I myself, I'll just, you know, a little bit about me, I guess you could say. I mean, my personal beliefs, I'm a Christian. I'm a Bible believing Christian. Okay. So, you have stories in the Bible, like, for example, the Tower of Babel, and the Tower of Babel is you have a people that build a tower as high as they can because they think that they can basically become God. And then in that story, God says, nope, you're not doing that. Like, check yourself before you wreck yourself, kind of thing. And, you know, he splits them all up, gives them all different languages so they can't communicate to each other. And then the project is over. They can't do it anymore because they can't communicate. My like out there theory is that today's technology, modern technology and AI is like is this age's Tower of Babel, so to speak. And so as I said, I'm not necessarily a doomsdayer, but I can conceive of a world where like that becomes the thing that could lead to humanity's demise, right? Could be. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I can't say for sure, but I see a parallel there, but not necessarily like it's going to happen. But who knows? I mean, like maybe it turns out where we do all just have our happy little AI assistants that teach our kids how to read and write and do math, and you know, they do things for us that we like and all that good stuff. Who knows? But as I said before, you know, we're on the train, we're along for the ride, and, you know, there are a lot of smart people who say, yeah, this is like going to be our undoing. And then there's a lot of people who say, no, those people, like the people that say XYZ is going to be our undoing have been around for centuries and centuries and centuries. Like people, you know, any form, like people that said any form of entertainment that existed now that hadn't existed before would be our undoing. There's people that said the internet would be our undoing. There's people that said, you know, TV is ruining our children. You know, turning our children into mindless zombies, blah, blah, blah. And that was like back when TV was first invented in the 1940s or whatever. And of course we've been fine, you know, or like playing cards are the devil, like playing cards. These kids are, you know, doing the devil's work. They're playing, you know, they're playing poker, that kind of crap. You know, Is AI just the next iteration of that? Quite possibly. So, who the heck knows? I don't. But it's fun to think about. Yes, that is an extremely good point that you just made there. Humanity is incredibly adaptive. Gotta give us that. Yes. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. We are very good to adapting. And many times have we adapted to less than favorable circumstances. I mean, if nothing else, in for whatever 40, I forget how many billions of years from now, the sun's going to explode. So if something doesn't take us out before then. But the funny thing is like, you know, I have these weird, crazy trains of thought and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll get into this, I'll get into this with my wife and she'll be like, dude, just stop. And I have to admit that's fair, but sometimes I just can't help myself. So sometimes I gotta find people to like talk about this kind of stuff with, because I think it's fun, like just as a thought experiment, you know? And my wife, by the way, so sometimes she lurks, and then sometimes she comments when she lurks, and she wanted me to pass along to you guys her thanks for the last time that she showed up in chat, that you guys were like happy to have her there. Like you weren't like, you didn't think it was lame that my wife showed up. And she was like, oh, they're so friendly and so kind. I really appreciated that. And she's like, please tell them that I said that. And so this is me telling you guys that she said that. So thanks for being nice peeps. What's up, David V? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight. First time watching your live stream. Kudos for the great work. Got platinum on Demon Souls following your guide. Any plans for Remnant 1 or 2 or Mortal Shell? Well, thanks for showing up, man. Glad the Demon Souls guide was helpful to you. I've never played Remnant before. I have played Mortal Shell, and I did get the platinum on stream. I don't have any plans for a guide for Mortal Shell. However, because my main focus has been getting guides out for the From Software Souls games, it's quite possible once I have all that done, that when future non-From Software Souls-likes come out, that I could do some guides for some of those games as well. But I don't intend to go back to games that came out years ago, at least non-From Software games, to do those, just because like for example, for Mortal Shell or even Lies of P or some of the other ones, like I feel like most people have, there's still some people that play, but most people have probably moved on. Many Second Temple Jewish scholars identified the events of Genesis 11 as the third reason why the world is in such bad shape. So if that's the third reason, what are the first two? You plan to cover Dustbloods? Yes, sir. I mean, given that it's going to be on Switch 2, it's not going to have trophy support, so I don't know how I'm going to structure my guide, or if I might hold off on doing a guide for that game until perhaps it comes to PlayStation eventually. I don't know if it will remain a Switch 2 exclusive like perpetually, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to cover it though in some way, shape, or form. And I will play it extensively on stream, much like I did Night Rain. But I'd be hesitant to do a guide for it because of the potential that a year or two later it could become multi-platform and then have trophy support. At which point I would want to do a full 100% Platinum Trophy walkthrough for it if that were to happen. I get you. My mind goes down interesting rabbit holes. It's good to talk about this stuff with people. I get the same reaction from some of my friends. Yes. Indeed. Indeed. All right, I got some dough. Oh, I got a lot. Okay. So I have insufficient materials for some of these. Most of them I need fine gold thread. So if I can purchase fine gold thread, that would be fantastic. Let's see if I can buy some more from the lion dude. You enjoy philosophy and metaphysics. So confos like this is nothing new for me, right? It's right down my street. So yeah, that's cool. Very nice. I mean, I'm not like the smartest guy in the room by any stretch. So like when it gets deep into some of that type of stuff, like that's way, way above my head. But I do enjoy thinking about this type of stuff.
What's fair to the eye may prove foul to hand.
Because he sells an unlimited supply. That is good.
You need good wares, as the butters need their guilds. The best gear for the best patron. It suits you well. A fine garment obscures the heart lying beneath.
Okay, so I think I got everything crafted that I can possibly craft right now. That one I need more stuff. Celestial Ribbon and the Bull King's Iron Horn, which I don't think you can get till New Game Plus. Oh, another one. There's two I need Bull King's Iron Horns for. Okay. How do you get that? One thing that blew my mind that I came across some time ago, and I couldn't come close to explaining it now, but it's like the two slit experiment or something like that, where you shoot like electrons into like this like wall that has two tiny slits, and like the result depends on if someone is observing the experiment or not, which is insane to think about. Something that definitely blew my mind. And I could never come close to like explaining the phenomenon itself, but the fact that it exists is very strange. Okay, Bull King's Iron Horn. I Google something. Would you like AI mode? All right, how do you get this? How do you get this? Oh, you get 3 of them from the Beer Shui Golden-Eyed Beast. This confirms once again that we know much less about anything that we think. Yes. Anything than we think. That is correct. Okay. So this guy is fought Where do you fight him? Ishui's cave. Oh, yes. That's like the end of the game. That's like the very end of the game. You can fight him in the fire pit or the ice pit. That's right. Okay. I remember that. Okay. It's going to be a while before we get those. But I think pretty much most everything else we have. I think.
Now you seem a proper sort.
I shall consult the list. Okay, arms. I got so much crap now. And I accidentally equipped stuff I did not mean to equip. Okay. All right. Got that. Bull King's bracers. Okay, need to beat a new game plus. Golden arm guard. Okay, got that. Pilgrim's wrist wraps. Yaksha racers of outrage. Or bracers. Iron tough gauntlets. Centipede spiked. Non-pure. Venomous. Missable. I missed him from that boss. You max out the pilgrim set, you charge your focus points by sprinting instead of holding the charge attack. So I used to use exclusively the pilgrim set. I used it for like 95% of the game, but I switched to this one. I did max out the pilgrim set. Varja. And I'd have the Varja. Gotta farm it.
Be on your way.
Gotta farm the Varja. Chapter 3. New Thunderclap Temple. A four-legged creature that shoots fire from its stomach, and it's a rare drop. Oh, goody. These directions are hard to follow. Down the next staircase on your right. Two lightning casters. I don't think I'm going the right direction.
It's the eyes that see and you're cowardly.
That was rude. Is this the Clay Varja? Yep, that's him. Dadgummit, would you cut it out? I just want to triple attack you. Be great. That sucked. Okay, I'm gonna have to farm this guy. That's a long journey to a tough enemy that has a rare drop. Remember lamenting to a late friend of mine from Iraq about how pessimistic I was turning concerning my students' abilities to reason and think for themselves. He patiently listened to me and then responded with what I've seen over and over to be an incredibly comforting statement. They'll be all right. So far, he is absolutely correct. Interesting. They will be all right.
The land of thunderclap allows no fate but one.
Dadgummit. All right, I just need to charge it up the old-fashioned way. I'm on fire. All right, I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to stop, drop, and roll. There we go. He's almost dead. But he's not that hard to kill. Give me the... No armband. That's too bad. Doesn't stop me from pouring everything I have into them to help them take charge of their lives. Well, that is the right approach, I believe. Do your part, whatever that may be, and then how people respond to it is not in your control, but at least you did what you were supposed to do.
It's the eyes that see make the power weak.
There we go. That's how it's done. No dice. It's just funny because I was talking yesterday about how, you know, it's hard to go from shoulder button combat to square and triangle. And someone's like, you know, you can change the control scheme to type 2 and it puts the combat buttons on the shoulder buttons. And I was like, okay. I can't remember if I even looked into that when I first started playing the game or not. But I will say my bias in gaming is towards using whatever the default control scheme for the game is. Because usually when I try to experiment with alternate control schemes, there's always like one thing about it that's really annoying. And that makes me realize, okay, that's why they made the control scheme like this to begin with in the default settings. And I used to always, way back in the day, I used to always tinker with like control schemes. Case in point, with Halo, I used to always invert the aiming until one day when I was like, I should stop this. I don't remember why I decided to stop doing inverted controls, because Halo default is non-inverted controls, whereas like every other FPS I'd played to that point was using inverted controls, like GoldenEye, for example. And so inverted controls was just what I did for the longest time, and it really annoyed me for a while that Halo didn't use inverted controls by default. And I forget what it was, but one time I was like, okay, I should, I don't remember why, but it crossed my mind, I should get used to non-inverted controls. Yes, there it is. Okay, perfect. Got the arm guards. That wasn't very bad. And it came over me. I should stop doing inverted controls. And so I did. And that was the default Halo control scheme. And I'm so glad now. I can't tell you how glad I am now that I moved away from inverted controls. So yeah. I do, for whatever reason, tend towards whatever the default scheme is. Like there was, when I first started Elden Ring, I was kind of annoyed that the interact button was triangle instead of X. And I understood why it was, because X had to be jump and I'd rather have X be jump anyways, right? But then I tried like messing with it. I'm like, I couldn't figure out a way that made it all work the way I wanted it to work. So eventually I just stuck with whatever the default control scheme was, with triangle being pickup. And that ended up being fine. So that's typically why I tend to just go with whatever the default is. If you're curious about the relationship between Genesis 3, 6, and 11, you may enjoy reading Michael Heisler's The Unseen Realm. Make a note of that. And then there was one person who brought up another YouTuber, I think Black Magic, brought up the guy that he used for Dark Souls 3. Who was that? NJ Souls God. I'll check him out. Thank you very much. All right, so I got the Varja Arm Guard Insect Spike Bracers. Got that. Lung Scale Arm Guard. Autry Arm Guard. Bulk Opera Leather Bracers. Do not have those. Oh, exclusive to the deluxe edition of the game. All Guard Bracers. Got those. Ebon Gold. Those. Bronze. Got those. Serpent Scale. Kuan Yin's Prayer Beads. Cotton wrist straps. Okay, we're in good shape. Only ones I'm missing are the missable and the ones that I need more materials to craft from New Game Plus. Okay. And for leggings. Super cool dude. All right, well, I will have to check him out. Okay, Lotus Silk Cloud Treaders. Bull King's Greaves. I need the New Game Plus stuff for that. Pilgrim's Leg Wraps. I know I have those. Okay, there they are. Yaksha Greaves of Outrage. Iron Tough Greaves. Centipede Greaves of Transcendence. Non-pure. Golden. Insect Spike. Long Scale. Autry. Scale Guard. I have those. Scale Guard. Yep. Ebon Gold. Bronze. Serpent Gators. Lotus. And cotton. Okay. Yeah, the only ones I'm missing are the ones that, the one missable one and the ones that I have to craft with mats that I get from beating a late game boss. I need late game materials. Very well then. Okay. Let us proceed to the next trophy. Let us proceed. All right, the drinks. The brews, if you will. Okay. Okay, all soak locations. Here we go. I see my soaks. Somewhere. Here we go. Gall Gym. Say it isn't. Okay, there it is. I'm about to say, if I'm missing the first, literally the first one on the list. Tender Jade Lotus. Laurel Buds. There we go. Steel Ginseng. Am I missing Steel Ginseng? I am. Randomly harvested from ginseng plants. It's RNG. You have to wait 30 minutes for ginseng plants to respawn. Are you serious? How much do I have to go before I platinum? A bit. A little bit. I need to find a guide for locations for ginseng plants now. Man and Stone location. That to the right. Go through the ravine that has a little bit of water in it. I have no idea where to go. That's it. No. It's a mimic. Mimic. Are you a ginseng mimic? That is the question. I have no idea what ginseng looks like. I got aged ginseng. Big time bummer. Wait, is that what I needed? No, I need steel ginseng. What's up, Mikey? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Only walkthroughs I trust and watched for completionists. Started with Elden Ring and loved how in-depth you are. Only guide I will ever recommend to people. Thank you so much, Mikey. And thanks for stopping by the stream tonight, my friend. All right, there's got to be a better way to get this thing. Farming. That's what I want. Game Master B. You are my guide for this. Mr. YouTuber Game Master B. He goes to the Towers of Karma. A lot of ginseng on this route. I wonder what the odds are. So he... got it. Okay. Well, I've got to see Towers of Karma. Or wait, where did he go? The New West. No. I hope this works. Please work. Pick it up. Mimic. Another mimic. Not what I needed. Wait, where did he go from there? By this giant tree trunk? Blast! That's the one that gave it to him. Oh, no, it's not. Now I'm under attack. I don't know where I'm going. I lost my way. Oh no. Just clear the area out. Make it easier. There's one. Okay, so I got one right here. Who's attacking me? He goes from the tree. Yes! Success! Again, that was a Game Master B. You helped me with that. All right, I got my steel ginseng. Okay, then. What does this even do? Gains a minor amount of focus. My second playthrough in Elden Ring using your walkthrough. Next is Sekiro, and we'll gladly restart the game when you finish with the platinum. Much love, Dadbod. Keep supplying legendary guides. Thank you so much, Mikey. And again, appreciate you stopping by the stream tonight. Hope you're doing well, man. Iron Pellet. That Tiger Relic. Okay, get that. Copper Pill. Goat Skull. Celestial Lotus Seeds. Thunderbolt Horn. Granted Long Whisker. Breath of Fire. Turtle Tear. Wheat Ice. Okay, I need me some sweet ice. Okay, it's inside a chest. I don't have to farm for it. Good. Back to the temple entrance we go. Okie dokie. The right path, go until you walk past monks in red robes punching a tree. Monks in red robes punching a tree. That ain't it. That ain't it. And that ain't it. There is a tree, but no monks in red robes punching it. Okay. Guess we'll just look around till I find it. Is that it? Yes. Go down the next staircase into an area with a four-legged monster. Okay, there we go. Upstairs. Small golden container. Well, I'm in the right area, in the right vicinity. Oh, crap. Can't get up there? No? Too much? What's up, Wukong God? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, man. All right, you must be dealt with because you are annoying. Oh, I'm going to charge up. Okay, so there's a clay Varja on the side of this area. This side, over here. Perhaps. It's got to be around here somewhere. There it is. All right, you're going to be like that? Perfect. My sweet ice. Chill resistance for a short duration. All right. Goji shoots. Okay, got that. Purple veined peach pit. Death stinger. Bee mountain stone. Root of Tao. Undying vine. Double combed rooster blood. Mount Lingtai seedlings. Slumbering beetle husk. Flame mediator. Got that. Very nice. Last one. Flower primes. Graceful orchid. Nope. Given to you by Chin Long when you found and brought him all 15 seeds. My missing seeds. And there's one you can only get in New Game Plus. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
No harvest without hard work. In this world, perhaps it's for the best. Go ahead. I can't spend all day chatting when there's work to be done.
Giving all 12 seeds. Okay, yeah, I've given him all 12. Jade Lotus. Licorice. Fire Bellflower. Gentian. Golden Lotus. not have that? No. Okay, we'll move on. Celestial pear. Tree pearl. Fragrant jade flower. Fire date. Millennium ginseng. Monkey head fungus. 9-capped lingzi. Okay. There's a couple of them that I did not appear to have. Purchased from the Keeper's Shrine. Okay, Golden Lotus Guai. Bitter Lake. From Warding Temple Shrine, proceed ahead and drop down. Randomly obtained. Okay. Looking for Warding Temple. From the shrine, proceed ahead and drop down. No, this is not the right way. Oops. This is where I fought the fire circle guy. I don't think this is the way that I need to go. This is the wrong way, for sure. Yeah, this ain't it. Still haven't played this yet? Well, it's not too late. I was a latecomer to this game as well. That Souls run took up 7 months of my life. Fair. Is this it? Yes, it is. Are there multiple? Perhaps? Or just that one? Bro, I don't need any of that in my life right now. Well, at least we found it. There it is. The 99 AP in Sekiro was torture. It does take a while. Went a little further than just the plat. Max out each character in each game. Jeez, dude. That is dedication, my friend.
In this world, from seed to sprout to fruit to harvest, patience is the path. Perhaps it's for the best. Go ahead. I can't spend all day chatting when there's work to be done.
Tree pearls. So for this, Mr. Sam's Game is helping me out. Another just gotta hope for it type of thing. Valley of Blooms. Cross the bridge and to the left. Look around to the right. Seem to be several in this area. Hopefully we'll get the thing. GS1, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring are the easiest to max characters in. Bloodborne, did you use the dungeon? Yes, sir. Nice. There's another one. Give me the seed, please. I'm man enough to admit I'm a big fan of cheese. I like it. Yeah, the thing is here is a little bit of bad RNG could easily cause very large delays. Not tree pearl, is it? No, it's not. Surely there's more than 3 of these trees in this area. There's one. Nope. How does one get across? I forget. Slash, is this the only place where tree pearl exists? Some gnarly looking stuff. Trying to keep my eyes peeled. I think this is where the boss fight is. By going backwards. Come on, game, throw me a bone. There's one. Yes! It listened. The game listened. It threw me a bone. All right, sir. I come bearing gifts.
I've spent... As they say, fine soil yields fine sprouts, and fine sprouts bear fine fruits. Ah, leaving so soon?
Okay, we'll just start here. Collect. We need to collect fire dates for the seed. And once we get that, that'll probably conclude the stream for the evening. Fire dates? No. For these fire dates. Fire bellflowers. Roger, glad I was finally able to catch a stream. You stream pretty regularly, or I mean, it depends. If I'm doing a walkthrough, I'm going to be streaming less often. However, my next game after this is going to be Claire Obscure Expedition 33, whatever it's called. And that will be streamed in its entirety. So I'll be doing a lot of streaming for that. Then after that, I'll be preparing, like doing live streams, directly preparing for the Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. And so there will be a lot of streams for that as well. Now, when I'm recording the Dark Souls 3 walkthrough, the streams will probably fall off for a bit. Not found fire dates yet. That's slightly concerning. Those are the bellflowers, I believe. Or are they dates? Those are the bellflowers. That game was absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to it for sure. Trying to keep my eyes peeled. That's not it. Ow. Excited for you to play E33. Platinum's pretty straightforward too. No farming. That is music to my ears. And yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about Expedition 33, so I am very much looking forward to that playthrough. Alright, I've yet to come across the thing that I'm looking for. Maybe it's not until like the more lava, direct lava oriented areas that it pops up. So I'm going to skip ahead to that. Plat for E33 actually felt really rewarding for sure. Yeah, pretty much universal praise for that game. I think game of the year contender for sure. Go this way first. Yeah, this is not it. This is something else. You think it might win? Nope, that's not it. Dadgummit, where's the stupid fire dates? I thought it'd be easy to find. Would say it's your second favorite game aside from Final Fantasy IX. Wow. That is high praise. I haven't played it, but based on hearing nothing but praise about it, I think it might. Seems logical. Really? Okay, screw it. I'm looking it up. This is from Maximilio Gaming. Valley entrance. Do I not have that? The heck? Did I miss a shrine? Did I miss a shrine somewhere? The heck? Like literally in the lava. Probably like a big old baby. Be prepared for this. Oh my gosh. Dude, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth got to me a couple times. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I have that shrine. I don't know why it wasn't popping up on the map. They're just missing this somehow. Oh, this is a different. Oh, it's because there's different levels. That's why. Okay, yeah. Totally missed that. Rakshasa. It's an Elden Ring too. My favorite videos on YouTube when it came out were barely gamers tearing up and music reactions. Oh man. Oof. Wow. Okay. After I finish Mafia Old Country, I'll play FF7. Looking forward to it. Oh, so good. I am a big FF7 fanboy. Not gonna lie. Where the heck did he go? Is this it? No. Did I take a wrong turn? I think I did. What is that? It's more of this crap. There it is. Please, first try, first try, first try, first try. No. Took a wrong turn somewhere. Truly my favorite game series. Played all but the online ones. Yeah, I'm pretty much... I haven't played all of them except the online ones, but I did not play the online ones, and I played most of them except the online ones. But yeah, 11 and 14 I haven't touched. Dadgummit. This one I already got. Get it! Get it! Nope. Dang it. Not lucky. Going back to Sam's game. See if he's got something better for me. Looks like it's the same ones. There's only 3 of them though. I might resort to setting my system clock ahead. We'll see. He's taking the same exact route. Just about. He's got a couple more. Okay, hold on. He had a couple more. Have a few of the more obscure Japanese exclusive releases like Bahamut Lagoon and Legend 2 and 3. Okay. Remember doing that in Fable for fast money? I did it in like OG Metal Gear Solid 3 to beat the end. Legend, are those the Game Boy games? Okay, so he goes in this little cave. He turns right. It's one right there. I think I've already got this one yet. And there's one straight ahead, yep. And another one right there. Come on, this is my last one. Nope. Dadgummit. Here's another one. Give it to me. No. Okay. Can I set the system clock ahead? That is the question. Will it simply allow me to do that? Extreme cheese method. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Waiting 30 real-time minutes. No, sir. Set manually. It is 12:52 a.m. Yes, Black Myth Wukong, that is correct. Super fun one was Final Fantasy My Life as King for the Wii. I missed that game. I never heard of that game. I remember Crystal Chronicles for GameCube. I never played it, but I just remember that it existed. And I was like, whoa, back then it was, holy crap, a Final Fantasy game on a Nintendo console again. That was a big deal. Oh, thanks for that. That was great. Wonderful. All good. Is it back? It's back, baby. Yes. The game is crazy good too. Actually, playing with friends on a Final Fantasy game is a real treat. I never did play it. All right. I'm going to set my clock back to normal time before I proceed. I have no raggarts at all. None. Set using the interwebs. And we're back, baby. There we go. You can't stop me, Wukong. Making me wait 30 minutes. You freaking kidding me? Come on. Who do you think I am? Gonna wait 30 minutes for a stupid tree to respawn. No. Hacker DB for the win. Total hacker, dude.
In this world, every plant in the world is now rooted in my heart.
All right, got the graceful
Perhaps
orchid.
for the best. Go ahead. I can't spend all day chatting.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. And what does the graceful orchid do? Where is it? Using the gourd slowly recovers a small amount of health for a short, so it gives you like a regen effect. Okay, cool. Now that that is done, got from Shen Monkey. Who is Shen Monkey? Chapter 1. Okay, like very, very early on in the game. Cool. That's all the soaks. All drinks. Okay. Coconut wine. This is when you start with. Why doesn't it show on my screen? All right, Rinka, have a good one. I'm going to be wrapping up pretty soon here too. Thanks for hanging out today. Is that the coconut wine monkey brew now? I don't know. Lamb brew. Got that. Blue Ridge Romance. Jade Essence. Pine Brew. Worry Free Brew. Sunset of the Nine Skies. Long Balm. 1000 Days Inebriation. Okay, got all those. That was easy. All gourds. Black Wind Mountain. Pre-order bonus, okay. Supreme Gourd, okay. Yep. Plague Bane Gourd. Okay. Jade Lotus. Jade Gayan Gourd. Okay, that's the same one. Fiery Gourd. Thing River Goddess Gourd. Stained Jade Gourd. Wing Tian Gourd. Need to buy it New Game Plus. Blind, what is up, man? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, dude. How are ya? Mortal Blessing Gourd. Okay, got that. Supreme Gourd. Multi-glazed gourd. Okay. I think we're good there. Just need the one soak and one gourd for that trophy. What's up, Stevie? Yes, can only be gotten in a New Game Plus. So I made a note of that. I'm doing pretty good, man. Just doing the grind for all the Wukong trophies. As I'm sure you have done before. Finally got the All Seeds trophy. Page Preserver, that's... Page Preserver. Collecting all formulas that are used to craft medicine. Most of these are bought at Zoo Dog Merchant. He's initially found. I got Seeds to Sow. Just got that and Scenic Seeker. Okay, let's check this one out. Finish new game +5. Wow. And all challenges also got 100% achievements on Steam. For PS5, you only need 36. Yeah, I saw that there are additional achievements on Steam that do not exist on PS5. Which I am fine with that. Where can I check all of my formulas?
May Lord Lao illuminate your path, brave. It retains the energy of both this world and beyond.
Yeah, I'm just wrapping up, cleaning up everything I need to do in base New Game before I advance New Game Plus.
No shame in taking the pill.
I did beat Erlang and the Great
Unfair,
Sage,
but innate
correct.
skills.
Okay, so Soul. Okay, formula can only be bought from Zoodog and New Game Plus. I've been doing streaming a bit. It's been rough trying to keep up with these games, dude. I don't know how you do it, man. You are a content creation machine, dude. You got so much stuff on your channel. It's insane. But props, dude, for cranking stuff out. Keeping the viewers happy. I got all the spirits. Okay, so from there, Serpentary Heartfire Pill, got that. Ascension Powder, got that. Long Aura Amplification Pellets. Enhanced Ginseng. Enhanced Tiger Subduing. Mirage Pill. No. Okay, that's one I gotta find. I missed that one. Is that the only one that I'm missing other than the New Game Plus one? Body Fleeting, Life Saving, Essence Decoration, Tonifying, or Decoction, I should say. Decoction. Longevity Decoction. Fortifying Medicament. Evil Repelling Medicament. All right, so I got to get the Mirage Pill and then the New Game Plus one. So I'm going to get that. And then I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to call it there, and then we're going to start New Game Plus next time. Okay, Chapter 4, Webbed Hollow. Verdure Bridge. There it is. Finished Horseman quest line. Yes, I did. I got all the curios. I have that trophy. I'm missing a couple armor pieces that I can only get from New Game Plus. Like I need extra materials from New Game Plus to get. And so for armor, and then I have the one that you get from the boss that's missable. I need to get that. I have all the soaks I can get now except for the ones I need to buy in New Game Plus. Yeah, the venom doused like armband or whatever it is. I'm just gonna make my life a little easier here. Alright, I'm just trying to mash, and this guy's not letting me have it. I'm too lazy to like actually fight for real here. All right, drop at cliff. How do these tiny spiders have so much health? That's what I want to know. I got all the seeds. All right, I just need to look up a video because these directions are so freaking vague. Okay, drop down 2 times and turn left. Uphill where the tree is.
Shadows gather, now to slumber.
Close. I want to say I'm close. Ish. Maybe maybe not. Yeah, I think I went too far. NG plus 5 is a difficulty cap at this game. After that, difficulty will not increase. Well, I can guarantee you I'm not going to NG plus 5. I'm getting the platinum trophy and then I'm done. Like Dusk Phase HP in New Game is 29,000 and in New Game plus 5 is 102,000. As heavy attack can one-shot you at full HP. Delightful. Alright, so that says see a lantern holder, turn right and there will be a gold box on the right. The lantern holder was like right here. Maybe there's another one. Go to the very top. There he is. Take him out. No. Oh, here it is. Just missed it. Nice. Okay. Video of beating in New Game plus 5 Duskvale recently. It's a fun battle. Sounds like it. Okay, so quick trophy recap. There's some trophies that are basically going to more or less auto pop once I start New Game Plus. Then there are others I just need to do certain things. And then we should be fine. So let us see. Sixth Sense is secured. I think that's all 6 relics. Yeah. So all the records I get once I start New Game Plus. Spells. Yep. Make sure. Okay. So yeah, they get the unlocks to start New Game Plus. Okay. Medicine. I need some of this stuff in New Game Plus. Yeah, because I missed a couple things in base New Game, but if you get it in New Game Plus, it carries over. Staffs and armor, I get all that from New Game Plus. Drinks and soaks, I get all that from New Game Plus. And then that I get from New Game Plus. All right, so we're good. Perfect. Might as well go on and start it. Why not? I gotta go back to the main menu. be able to finish it in chapter 5. Because yeah, that's the place where I get the additional materials required to I think the Bull King set. Yep. There we go. Already popping. There we go. I didn't know it was going to be like immediately when I press the button. That's hilarious. So literally immediately when I press the button, those trophies all popped. I'm not going to watch the cutscenes again. This is strictly business.
Those above.
Strictly
and
platinum
that
trophy
black mutt
business.
Of yours. Come at me, all of you.
They gave you many, and you spurned each one. Such ingratitude.
Let me get my quadruple charged up.
The victorious fighting Buddha. Have you any idea how many?
Is it over?
Word. All realms and
I forget how
beings
this
have
part
ruined
goes.
themselves.
Please, yes, I still have my thing charged up. Nice. What's up, Jay Van? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. This is new. I just started New Game Plus. Like literally 30 seconds ago. Miss him? That's a shame.
And upon the return of the relics to Mount Tuaguo, he may yet rise again.
Very nice. Okay, and that's where we're going to wrap for tonight. We'll be back with some more later this week, though. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate y'all.
On the go, bend the toe, life of human or forgo.
That's it.
Cool.
No matter how many times you
Okay, well, I got new life-saving strand. So this is like a second chance type of deal. I use Spellbinder though. Let's see. Moderately increases light attack damage. When the destined one performs certain powerful moves, the duplicates will follow suit. For a short duration after activating a life-saving strand, escapes death and gains significant damage bonus. Let's go with this. Zinners, what is up, dude? Good to see you tonight. Just passing by. Nice to see you doing the plat. The reward should be a Wendy's chili. Yes. We'll have to see if we can arrange that. Sad to say, though, I am wrapping up for the night, so I feel bad that you just now tuned in, but okay, very good, very good. So we shall quit the game and we'll pick back up next time in New Game Plus. Now I do not need to beat all bosses, do I? I don't think so. I don't think I should have to beat all bosses, like just the ones that I need, like the mats from and all that good stuff. All right, so I went from like 56% when I first started now to 85, so that's good. Now all I got left are like these grindy. Okay. All right, well that's going to do. Appreciate y'all. We'll catch ya next time. Take care, everybody.